Every rider has that one ride, the ride that stays with you forever. Not because it was the hardest or the fastest or the longest, but because for a few fleeting days everything came together. The people, the place, and the feeling of being alive on two wheels. For me, that ride happened here in Morocco. From the foothills in the Atlas Mountains to the edge of the Sahara Desert. 5 days, a small group of strangers who became friends, and a journey that reminded me why I ride and why I'll never forget this place. Okay, so this is day one of our cycling trip in Morocco. Today we are leaving Marrakesh and we are heading up over the high Atlas Mountains on our way out to the Sahara Desert. Okay, so we are at the top of the col, and we've fairly close to the top, and then we're gonna head down out towards the Sahara Desert.
I'm looking forward to this.
Any apprehension?
No. Well, you know how much I love going downhill, right? So we have apparently a descent of 1,500 meters.
We started near the summit of the Atlas Mountains, where the desert begins to take shape. On that first morning, there was excitement in the air. Catherine and I were joining a group of riders, most of whom were from Canada, like us.
Fabulous, yeah. We came down, that was actually a lovely sweeping descent. Like it's not the big bar death drop, so I'm happy.
We didn't know each other well, but from the very first pedal strokes, it felt like we belonged together. That first day was full of nervous energy, the thrill of the unknown, the laughter at rest stops. From that first day, we all had the sense that something unforgettable was beginning.
It was time to go, and everyone else is relaxed. They're having their tea, and
Look at everyone around you, Catherine.
I've been so full since we arrived, from the fabulous meals that on the plane, and then since we've been here, and then I didn't realize the snack stop wasn't lunch.
So this is the place we stayed in last night, in the middle of nowhere. I think that I have discovered my new favorite breakfast, and that's these Moroccan pancakes. They're delicious. I didn't really get a good shot of this when we came in the other day. This is where we stayed after stage one of our ride yesterday. As the days went on, the rhythm of Morocco settled in. The roads wound through rugged mountains and wide valleys, places that felt untouched by time. The scenery was everything I had imagined, raw, humbling, and endlessly beautiful. But Morocco isn't just about landscapes, it's about people. Along the way, we met locals whose warmth and generosity stayed with me. Riding a bike here means you aren't just observing from behind a window. You're part of the place. You feel the heat, the wind, the dust. You wave back at children, share a smile with someone selling fruit on the roadside, and suddenly you're connected.
So this is the little Marriott that we're staying in at the end of day 2. And people are just sitting around enjoying the evening, swapping stories at the end of a beautiful day.
The saddest story I remember was when I was in Brazil.
Words fail me. It's incredible.
Yeah.
By day 4, the ride had taken us deeper into Morocco's mountains. We left Agdz behind and set our sights on Zagora. The road twisted and climbed through rugged passes, the kind of terrain that tests your legs but rewards you with views you'll never forget. It was tough going at times, but it also brought our group even closer together. We encouraged each other on the climbs, shared the thrill of the descents, and knew that every turn of the pedals was carrying us closer to the edge of the Sahara. Looking back, that day was one of my favorites, challenging, beautiful, and a reminder of how special it is to experience a place like Morocco from the saddle of a bike.
And today we're going to see the Sahara Desert.
So there was just a sign back there that said Timbuktu, 52 days away, presumably by camel. Day 5 felt different right from the start. Leaving Zagora, we knew this was it, our last day on the road, and the day we'd reach the edge of the Sahara. The mountains were behind us now, and the landscape began to open wide. The air grew drier, the roads stretched long and straight, and with every kilometer, the desert drew nearer. There was a quiet energy in the group that day. Tired legs, yes, but also excitement, the kind of anticipation you only feel when a journey is about to reach its end. We rode together, soaking up the last miles, knowing that soon we'd be standing in a place most of us had only dreamed of. Okay, so bikes are loaded up. We've had a spectacular lunch, and now we are heading out there into the Sahara Desert. When the sand finally appeared on the horizon, it was overwhelming. 5 days, hundreds of kilometers, countless shared moments, all leading here, to the edge of the Sahara. It wasn't just the finish of a ride, it was the kind of ending that stays with you forever. Okay, here we are on Agdz, and we're worried about the sandworms. When I think back on that trip to Morocco, I remember the scenery, the mountains, the desert, the vastness of it all. But what really stays with me is the people. Somehow a group of riders, most of us strangers at the start, came together and felt like old friends by the end. We pushed each other up climbs, we shared meals and stories, and we laughed more than I ever expected on a trip like this.
Only with my undies on.
Peloton, Peloton, only with my undies on. Woo!